Number 1. The speaker introduced about a sale on specialty coffee to the customer. That day, they could get 2 pounds of coffee for the price of 1. All of their South American and Central American brands were on sale. Their coffee was available whole bean and ground. Coffee was located on L5 next to the produce section. Finally, he said that there was a limit of 4 pounds per customer. Number 2. The speaker introduced about the green light train to the airport. First, he reminded the passenger that his specially marked seats next to the door were reserved for the physically challenged passengers. Smoking, eating, and drinking were not allowed. Then he announced that the following stop is Central Square, and he suggested them transfer there to the Blue Line for all uptown destinations. Number 3. The speaker reminded all the soccer team that the bus to the out-of-town game could leave from the front of school at 3:15. Next, he said that the computer club would meet in the auditorium that day, and the Spanish club would meet in the cafeteria. Finally, he announced that due to the illness of several of its members, the graduation dance committee meeting had been postponed until the following week. Number 4. The speaker introduced herself, and she thought her friend had left home. Then she said she was leaving the gym then. She had had a rich workout, and then she was really hungry and looking forward to dinner, so she suggested her friend not be late. She reminded it would take her about 20 minutes to take to the restaurant because she was walking and because she didn't want to have to park the car. Number 5. The speaker said that the fare was $1.50, exact change only. Then he suggested the passengers stand behind the white line and then move away from the door because he couldn't go anywhere until they let him close the door. Finally, he announced that the following stop was Fifth Avenue and then the downtown shopping district. Number 6. The speaker introduced about several paintings by Picasso. He said that close examination shows the fine brushwork Picasso used. Those paintings represent some of Picasso's lesser-known work and were among their more recent acquisitions. Next, he said that they would take a restroom break next, then continued on to the second floor galleries, where they could view works by 19th century artists. Finally, he said that they would start in the East Room, which houses their collection of pastoral landscape. Number 7. The speaker announced that the Smith party of 4 was ready then. Next, she suggested him follow her and said that they received the place for him by the window with a view of the garden. She suggested him to hang his coats right over there. Finally, he wanted to know if she wanted to order drinks and appetizer first. The speaker announced to all swimmers that they had to get out of the garden immediately because a dangerous thunderstorms were approaching. Next, he suggested parents keep an eye on your children. He noticed that there would be no running and no horsing around near the pool, or he might have to ask them to leave. Finally, he asked them to stay away from the pool until the lifeguard indicated that it was safe to return to the garden. 9. The speaker got attention of the customer and announced that they would be closing in a few minutes. Next, he suggested them to bring the books they wished to borrow to the checkout desk, and reminded that all books checked out that day were due back on April 15. Finally, he said that there was a late fee for 25 cents a day, but they could renew their books before their due date by calling 667-0923. Number 10. The speaker introduced herself and said that she had been waiting there at the airport. Next, she said that Sam was not at the airport and she was not at her office too, so she wanted to know where Sam was. She hoped Sam was not on her way then, because she was going to take a taxi to the office.